Vlad von Karstein was the first, and arguably greatest, of the three major vampire counts to menace Sigmar's empire during the Vampire Wars. More so than his spawn, Vlad exemplified what it meant to be a von Karstein. Civilized, yet feral. Charming, yet aloof. Coolly calculating one moment, yet snared in a berserker fury the next. Above all, Vlad's thirst for political power would become the defining trait of his bloodline. While some would seek it through deceit, or strength of arms, or arcane knowledge, all his descendants would seek some status within the pre-existing power structures of mortals. The first vampire count possessed one thing his progeny did not, however: a sense of style. He alone saw the beauty in the world, though often in its most twisted and darkest corners. As such, Sylvania's Midnight Lord sought to surround himself with works of Gothic art. Everything, from his castle to his wife, was beautiful and deadly beyond compare. It should come as little surprise, then, that the same was true for his elegantly crafted blade, Blooddrinker. Despite its beauty, Blooddrinker is ultimately terrible to behold. When drawn, the sword emits a hideous wail that fills the hearts of men with dread. Only when sheathed, either in a scabbard or a man's corpse, will it fall silent once more. Any blood that falls upon its blade is quickly absorbed as though it had never been there at all. Those besides Vlad who have held Blooddrinker report that it possesses a vile will of its own. It desperately pleads and begs with its wielder for more and more blood, but there is no amount of slaughter in the old world that could appease the sword. Blooddrinker could sink into a crimson ocean of death and drink it dry before being satisfied. When held by a vampire, Blooddrinker bestows further supernatural abilities. Whenever the sword absorbs blood, it revitalizes its wielder with the life force, restoring their unliving vitality. This made Vlad von Karstein even more resilient than other vampire lords, as he could heal any injuries he received simply by wounding his enemies in kind. The blade also enhanced his prestigious strength. Already capable of ripping men apart with his bare hands, Vlad could hew through rune-encrusted Grommerl plate and dragonhide alike with Blooddrinker. Only an opponent who was exceptionally skilled, strong, and brave could hope to match the vampire count in combat, and even then, they would need a hearty dose of luck to carry the day. Oftentimes, it was not enough. Countless heroes of the Empire met their ends at the edge of this monstrous blade, their strength stolen and added to Vlad's. In Total War Warhammer, Blooddrinker is Vlad von Karstein's unique weapon. It's earned in a quest battle at level 7 against the Empire, but it's a Game 1 quest battle, so it shouldn't be too bad. There is a Hellstorm rocket battery, though, so make sure you have some Fellbats, Direwolves, or other fast unit that can shut it down while your infantry closes the gap. Otherwise, you're going to take some real casualties. That being said, once it's done, it's a relatively simple case of cleaning up Empire State troops with Vlad, a few vampires, and some zombies and skeletons, so not terrible by any means. Once you get Blooddrinker, it's a pretty nifty weapon. It has some decent campaign map bonuses, providing plus 10% post-battle loot, minus 10% recruitment cost for Vlad's army, and plus 5 vampiric corruption in Vlad's province. None of these are exactly huge, but a bit of extra income here and there and a small decrease in recruitment is never a bad thing. Additionally, once paired with the Karstein Ring, it completes Vlad's Sanguine Sacrifices equipment set. This gives you a plus 1 control bonus in all provinces, and increases local province vampiric corruption by 3. All in all, a bit on the lighter side of bonuses, but public order is always good, especially on a global scale. On the battle map, it gives Vlad plus 5 melee attack, plus 10% weapon strength, and magical attacks. While magical attacks are usually better against vampire counts than for them, you'll still face enough opponents with physical resistance that this is a nice bonus. The real reason to take Blooddrinker, though, is its special ability. Appropriately named Blooddrinker, it provides Vlad with a flat plus 0.2% regeneration rate for the entirety of the battle, no matter what. Despite what the lore would suggest, this applies both in and out of combat, so you can draw Vlad out of melee, let him heal up a bit, and send him back in. Functionally, though, it'll mostly apply while Vlad's in melee. He's a footlord, which means once he's stuck in, he's probably not getting out again unless your opponent wants him to. Still, this adds to the first von Karstein's already impressive tankiness, and it's a big part of why campaign Empire players used to live in terror of him. This ability can also be taken in multiplayer for 200 gold. At that price point, it's warring for space with 2 zombies or 2/3 of a skeleton, but it means you don't have to spend winds of magic keeping your lord in good shape. I'd consider that a really good trade. This is a very strong ability, and you should usually take it. With that, we have come to the end of our overview of Blood Drinker. A bit of a shorter one, I know, but that's just how the Items of Warhammer series tends to go. Still, it's a good way to kick off our 3rd Spooktoberfest. I've missed you all. I don't know how many more videos will be in this one, as grad school is still quite a beast. I only managed to steal enough time to make this video because I finally caught COVID after dodging it for 4 years and got a few days off to recover, but I'll see what I can do going forward. Video-wise, not COVID-wise. I'm hoping December and January will be a bit lighter and I can put up more videos then, but who knows, really. That's all I have for today, though, so until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.